It is 10:08 p.m., which means it is time for your nightly dose of acid rain. Here I am, and here is the beastie that I am here to fight. It is a bunny. In particular, it is a crypt bunny. It is actually completely docile, and if I don't attack it, it won't attack me. But guess what? I'm gonna attack it. Oh, he's running away. Wow, this feels real good. I am chasing an adorable bunny and murdering it for no reason. Well, it's super dead now, and I got some drab wool out of the deal. That feels good. While I was running around trying to get this guy to spawn, I had to do this I think 3 times. I went through this area, the Walk of Dancing Shadow, and I accidentally spawned the other rare game I was here for, the Dreadnought, and I killed it. And I didn't really want to have to spawn it again, presuming it was something that I had to spawn. So I just kind of let that be. So I've actually cleared out the Baywood. I've killed 4 of the 15 rare game I was missing. Only 11 more to go. Whoop, what was that? Oh hey, I actually needed Cerberus's like second entry. That's pretty weird. There is a flame, fueled by vengeance and hatred, and never shall it flicker or fade. Perhaps it is the Hell Gates flame burning on the horn of the Cerberus that has earned it the title Watchdog of Hell. Yet these flames touch none but the wicked, and singe the good not in the least. Hence the custom of searing the sinful with flame to adjudge the weight of their sins. Well, no wonder that flame is completely useless in battle. I mean, come on. How are you going to actually use a flame to fight if it only fights bad people? You would think those Cerberus dudes would just not fight us if we're good. Dreadguard, a mere knight of a higher order than its kin in nearly every respect. A truly fearsome opponent hunted in the Baywood. I like how it's nearly every respect. Like there's some things that it's just not quite as good at. Like, you know, like he's really good at math and science, but he's not that great at drawing. Like he can only do stick figures, and all his friends can draw like these elaborate sceneries, and he's just kind of like brrr. That's what I imagine that face saying. Brrr. Crypt bunny. Yeah, he's a dream hare transformed by a strong mist. Wow, that's it? As yet unrecorded in the camp animals hunted in the Baywood? There was no reason for me to kill that thing. No reason at all. Why do I still have a bestiary entry supposedly to look at? What's going on? What is this? Oh right, the Juggernaut. I also killed that thing. Yes. A rare specimen of Golem transformed by exposure to mist of passing density. Strange dead unrecorded, blah 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 blah. Yeah, these rare games, there's... Oh, by the way, I actually got a trophy from killing the one you guys didn't see, the Dreadnought. So, whoops. Well, now I gotta decide where to go. Let's see. Golmore Jungle, Paramina Rift, Henna Mines. I don't actually need to go to any of those spots. So, I guess I'll just go back to Giruvegan. There is actually a rare game that requires me to go in the Great Crystal. I guess I'll go ahead and get that out of the way. I was hoping to never have to go into that crystal again, but I'm not that lucky. Not that lucky. Looks like that is somewhere I'm going to have to go. I could stay around here, I guess, in the Baywood, and actually work at killing, you know, enough of those other type of beasties, just like the Cerberus. But I'd rather not. You know, I'll do that later when that's my focus. Right now, my focus is rare game. In particular, I guess I'm gonna go to the Great Crystal. Ah, yay! We go to the Great Crystal, back into those unholy depths. See if I can't find this thing. Apparently, joy, this particular beastie, this rare game found in the Great Crystal, is also one of the harder rare games to spawn. Go figure. It's in the most confusing area, and it's the hardest to spawn. Like, it's just everything I've ever dreamed of. And it's found near Leo Gate, which is not exactly towards the beginning of that area, I don't believe. Yeah, no, I've got to go through quite a few of the gates and such to actually get to that. Well, let's see. Gotta read my map again. Yeah, that's right. I got my map back out because that's something that needs to happen. Okay, it's not too far away. I should be able to manage it. And from what I've read, it's not actually dependent on being near the Leo Gate. Apparently, this particular creature that I'm going to be hunting is so incredibly difficult to find, like so confusing, that people are actually still unclear about its spawn criterion. Like there are differing opinions about what its spawn criterion actually is, which is just crazy. Like, what? Like, even the internet is not entirely sure about how to spawn this thing. But it seems people think that basically the criterion should be... Am I going the right way? Nope. The criterion should be that it will spawn if you kill 256 enemies without using a gate crystal. Or leaving the area, essentially. Warp crystal, warp point. You know those things that would teleport you around the Great Crystal? Yeah, basically you can't use any of those. And you have to kill 256 enemies, which is a lot. But the internet at least does give me a loop to go on. So basically a specific direction to travel around Leo Gate that makes it easier to get that many kills. Not only does it make it easier to get that many kills, but I think it actually gives you a chain kills of that many, which is a lot. It's a large chain, and I should get a lot of experience for it. So it should at least be a good experience in that regard. Just a moment. I've got to actually pull up this guy's page, which is not as easy to do as I would like it to be. What was his name again? There he is. Okay, cool. That way I'd spend spend as little time on this as possible. It's only enjoyable to a certain extent. You know, it's one of those things where it's like they say, if it's easy, then it's not worth it. You know? It's interesting. I feel like there are, in general, two different camps when it comes to people who play video games a lot. Right? People who really love video games and video games are really important to them. You generally fall into two different camps, right? People who like video games that are hard, and people who like video games that are long, right? That take time. I'm definitely one of the latter, because it's basically amounts to the same thing, which is you want to feel like you've done something, right? You want to have a feeling when you beat the game that you've accomplished something. That's kind of the whole point of video games, is that sense of accomplishment. And back in the day, it was all about finishing the game, right? With your original Super Mario and your original Sonic games, it was all about being difficult and, to some extent, getting a high score, right? Being the best you could be at this difficult task. Ow. Don't care, worth it. And so, what you end up getting is people like me who still want to have a sense of accomplishment when finishing a game, but they don't want all the stress of a game being that difficult, right? I especially don't like games that their save points are few and far between, or if you're like those really old games, are non-existent. I did not mean to read that inscription. Accidental reading. It's difficult to do, but I did it. But yeah, so yeah, I don't enjoy that. I don't enjoy a slog, right? I don't enjoy having to work really, really hard and basically train to play a game. I prefer a game like this where you can do it with your eyes closed, but you gotta do it still, right? right? It takes time, it takes perseverance. Because that's kind of what I have in real life. I'm smart, sure. By my own standards, at least. Which are the only standards I care about. But I don't really achieve much unless it's something that requires determination. Unless it's something that requires stick-to-itiveness. I mean, crap. I'm about to go into a doctorate program. That's right, a doctorate program for mathematics that will take 5 years. That's something I am totally willing to do because I'm good at math. And it's something I feel like I can do without too much difficulty. It just takes a lot of time. And I'm sure I'll be eating those words soon enough. Calling a PhD program easy. Probably not true. Probably not going to work out super well. Why don't they have a gate stone in Giruvegan? Seems like a major design flaw. Like these Giruvegan peeps, these Giruvegan homies, as it were, really need to learn some interior design. Everyone knows that you can't have a giant city without a teleport stone in it. New York has teleport stones. Chicago has teleport stones. Everybody knows that. Everybody knows that if you're at the Statue of Liberty and you need to make your way to the Empire State Building, all you gotta do is touch a glowing rock and you're there. Not Giruvegan. No, they're behind the times. But you know what? On the next dose of Acid Rain, I will be in the Great Crystal. The one place that I know none of you ever wanted to see again. But I'll see you then. Bye.